calling all honest lesbians, have you ever fallen for a woman on the job? Yeah. Even when you're like, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Like in a professional environment where, maybe it ended up okay. Maybe you ended up together. Maybe you barely survived it, but came out alive and still had your job. But most importantly, if it was messy, I genuinely want to hear the story. I think this is just a part of the arc of a lesbian's life. You have to at one point fall in love with someone you work with and put your whole life at risk, all your security at risk for this person. Sometimes the person's not even out, like they're not even gay, and you're like the girl, but they're like, I'm gay for you. And that gay for you stuff rarely ends well, just saying. Anyway, I'm curious. Tell me. By the way, this has not happened for me because the last time I had a regular job, I was like practically engaged, like to my ex-husband. And by regular job, I mean, not a secluded little squirrel in my house. I actually at one point, this is so embarrassing, but I will tell you. At one point, I was in sales for adult diapers. Yes, I was. And I would make calls every day to distributors, and we'd have individuals calling our office who were a part of a interesting population, which made up like 10% of the market. Surprisingly, which means 10% of people out there do this, but it's a thing called like adult baby diapers, and they were like very much into the sounds that the diapers made during certain adult activities. Yeah, that was my job, to sell diapers, not to those people specifically, more to like medical supplies distributors. But yeah, at that point, I was only in the office with one other woman, and she wasn't my type, and I was pretty much engaged to a man and very much into Christian culture. At that point of my life, I went to church. I lived in Los Angeles, and I went to church like 3 times a week at 3 different churches. I went to like a small mom and pop church, the Dream Center, and like the celebrity church every single week. All I did was church. Nothing wrong with, loving the Lord, but it was an extreme phase of my life. Anyway, all that to say, I wasn't into the girls in my office, but were you?